that was really fun and meaningful.
So you brought up something I totally forgot to ask you, but talk about the peer review process, how that
Mhm.
works.
So, peer review process is how papers get published, and then that's tied to everything that's important to a professor. So you submit your papers to a journal, and then the journal has a senior editor, has associate editor, and they choose based on their expertise in a research area, and then they will assign usually 2 to 3 reviewers to your paper, and they review your paper, well, judge it, and but most importantly, they give you feedback of how to improve your research. So you get a couple rounds, 2 to 3 rounds of revision, and then they decide if that paper is published or not. So that's the simple process of how paper gets published.
What happens if they assign your paper to like your best friend or somebody you know? Does that person, ethically have to say, no, I know Evie, I can't judge this?
Yeah, so you're not supposed to send it to any people that's associate with you.
Okay.
So
And can you send it to people like other countries?
yeah, so I don't think country of origin is really
Okay. As long as they can read the language it's written in, I guess.
yeah,
And
exactly.
now with Google Translate, I guess that doesn't really matter either.
Yes.
Um, so how many, I'll make this up again. Like suppose your paper gets peer reviewed by 10 people. What number have to say yes for to get it approved? Like, is that all 10 have to say yes, this is good? Or can it be 6 and 4, 7 and 3? Or does that
Uh,
even matter?
I think usually for marketing journals is 2 to 3 reviewers.
Okay.
So you have a 2 to 3 reviewers approval, and you have the associate editor, and I believe in the end it will be the senior editor. Uh,
Well, these peer reviewers, it's not like they're getting paid, right? This is part,
yeah, this is
it's part of
exactly, yeah, this is the giving back
yeah, the
part.
giving back
It's
part,
all
right?
free.
Okay.
When I review, I spend 12 days just finding out all kinds of different literature, verify things I give back. So it's a lot of work.
Is there some that are out there showing like, like pose, I'll make this up again, like pose there's 100 people have peer reviewed marketing stuff. Does there so, John Brown has reviewed 10,000. Mary Jane reviewed 850, right? There's something like showing like how many peer reviews each person has done.
That I'm not too sure, but you can definitely decide how much effort you want to put in as a reviewer, and then definitely more experienced reviewers. A lot of times later on, they become editors.
Cool. And how many have you done so far?
Well, probably as a PhD candidate, I've done 3.
3? Okay. Nice. And of those 3, did you learn anything or like were you like kind of shocked, man, I can't believe they're doing this? Or like pretty much okay, I've seen this before. This is good.
Well, it all varies, right? Like some people have really good method, or some people have a very interesting idea. So those are all the things you can learn, and then you can see how other people write out, and but some also you can try to help them how to improve this. Oh, I've seen some other people have done it. Maybe
And so
they missed a
so
part.
the person who's doing the gave you the paper, right?
We have a very small community.
Okay. So you
I mean,
pretty much
usually
know.
people try to. It's all anonymous, but you kind of have
You
an
kind of know.
idea.
Like, you kind of know the writing style or whether researching.
More like the research area, but a
Okay.
lot of most of it you don't
Okay.
really know.
Okay.
You don't really know the people personally, because if you do, then usually you tell people, "Oh, I actually know this
Okay.
person," or
Okay.
avoid.
So will this be ethical to do? Like, suppose you're reviewing a paper from John Brown somewhere.
Mhm.
You're like, man, this John Brown, like, this is some off the wall stuff right here, right? This is insane. Like, if he publishes this, people going to think he needs a mental institution. You're like, okay, let me professionally tell this guy, hey, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but from my point of view, they might take a PhD away from you if you publish this right.
So I believe, well, I only review 3, not that
Uh
experienced
huh.
yet, but I'll say
You know it's coming. You
that
know it's coming. You know it's coming.
SC and AEs usually they they look at the paper, they only assign you hopefully to
Yeah.
the ones that's more reasonable, not like totally just out there ridiculous.